On this page, they're introducing another new symbol for you to know from now on forever and ever and ever. It's called a half rest. Remember I told you before that for every kind of note there is a rest that goes along. So a quarter note has a quarter rest and a half note has a half rest. It's just a little box. That's all it is. And it sits on the line. Now this is a little tricky. It gets confusing, but welcome to music. That's confusing. When we say a note is on a line, that means the line goes through the note. Like the first two notes there in rocking chair, the lines go through the notes. We would say those notes are on lines. But here, we say it's on a line, it's actually above the line. The line doesn't go through it, it's above the line. And that's what's important. In most cases, this little box is going to be sitting above that third line or the middle line. But it doesn't have to. It might sit above some other line. It depends on the music. Just know it's sitting on the line, whatever it is. And a half rest is the same as a half note. So however many counts a half note gets, that's what a half rest gets you. You have to be quiet for that many counts. Let's look at rocking chair. In the upper staff, you see two quarter notes. That's beats 1 and 2. And then the half rest, well, that's beats 3 and 4. Well, we got it. They could have put in 2 quarter rests there instead of a half rest, because that would still be 2 beats. And sometimes in music you'll see that. It's up to the person and the publisher and whoever's doing it. So just understand that a half rest is worth the same as a half note. So let's look this over. It's 4 measures long, treble and bass clef, 4/4 time signature. I see quarter notes and half rests. And the hands are just playing one hand at a time, so I'm going to take both hands at the same time here. The right hand starts here, thumb. You don't need that 3. That finger number, you don't need that. You only need the finger number for the thumb. Or they could have just given you the 3, and you don't need the 1. You don't need them both. You need one of them, but not both. Because you're in this position. Close enough. And the left hand, that thumb here, see, they only gave you 1 finger number there. So we're in middle C position, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm resting in one hand while I'm playing in the other. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You get the idea? That's just a half. Don't make this complicated. The rest is just, it's like the note except you're quiet. I say play the rest, and that means be quiet. You play a rest by being quiet. You play a note by pushing a note down. Now a little bit about interpreting. I haven't been talking about it the last few because we've been focusing on rests, but it's so important. Again, the natural accents in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel this. Force it if you have to at first. Feel it, and it just happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then also, if why don't you put in the phrasing? See, I feel this in 2 measures for a phrase. It's one musical thought here. To me, that's one musical thought. So I would connect it, and then I'd lift up before I go to the next here. It's like taking a breath. You have to lift up. It's the same note, but it's a little longer of quiet. So it's 2 phrases. Lift up. See, the phrases. You just put those in. It's better if you can feel the phrases and you can feel the natural accents. There's a lot of feeling going on in music when you really get into it. It's not just sitting there and playing note, 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 note. That's boring. I mean, unless you like to play note, 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 which I did when I was little. I just liked to push the keys down. Didn't really listen to what was going on. I just liked to push the keys down. And then when I got into college, I actually started to appreciate interpreting music a little bit. So let's play this together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4. 3, 4,